Hi again. Many questions that I get is regarding the cost of our buildings. And most of them that have looked at other contractors to build their buildings will ask us, how can we build such a quality building at a lower price than the other bids they got? And so I'm going to give you a little bit of background in how this is done for us. Now, over the many years of this company, coming up on 5 decades, this company has gone through not only a lot of changes, but we have always looked for ways that we can keep our costs down. And you can keep costs down by how you buy materials. You can keep costs down by how you train, types of buildings you build. There's many different areas. I'm going to talk a little bit about the pricing structure as far as materials go. We go through every year using our history to see how many of which types of buildings we build. What I mean by that is 2x4, 2x6, 8-foot walls, 9-foot walls, 10-foot walls, what types of shingles are typically on these, what kind of vinyl siding, what percentage of each, how much are T111 buildings, percentage-wise. We use all this information mainly at the beginning of the year to project how we're going to do the next calendar year. And the reason why we do this is because when we enter the buying show period, and what I mean by buying shows, in our area, typically from late February into, I'm going to say, most of March, vendors will try to put together shows where they try to get the best deals from the manufacturers, and they're manufacturers from anywhere from OSB products to 2x4s called dimensional products, and that covers everything from 2x4, 2x6, some simple header material, engineered lumber, all of that stuff. They try to get the best prices that they can to kind of kick off the year for them. Well, we here at Economy Garages looks to take advantage of that every single year, so we prepare before those shows come around. And we already know what we need to bring in so we can try to stabilize the price the best we can for the whole year. Now, obviously, we can't buy all material for the whole year since we build well over 100 buildings. But what we do is we take a hard look at which pricing have the tendencies to keep going up. For instance, metal, steel. Steel has been on a consistent climb for probably going on 7-8 years now. It's just a creep up. So if we can take the opportunity and to buy those products when they get the best prices they can, we try to do that. And a lot of those are fasteners, nails, possibly even nuts and washers, anchor bolts for concrete slabs, fasteners. All of those metal style fasteners we really take a hard look at every year, and most of the time we have bought our annual need right up front. And what that does for us is it stabilizes the price. That price can do whatever it's going to do all year, but we know that we have stabilized our price. We try to do that a lot in the lumber market also. Our number one commodity that we use in building is OSB, or Oriented Strand Board. That particular product is very volatile throughout the year. In fact, it's the most volatile commodity that we go through here at Economy Garages. We take the opportunity to see where that volatility sits as far as its pricing at the time of those shows. We jump on the opportunity to buy low if the indicators are that the price is going to be going up, or if we're at a low, we're expecting it to go up, or if history shows, which it has very often, that at the buying show time, because of the northern market, and what I mean by that is the northern states that go through a harder winter, construction is slowed during those areas. So the use of OSB and building products are slowed, which means simple supply and demand means the demand isn't as much there, so the prices are going to come down, so people try to buy more. During our buying shows, these companies, these vendors are putting together the best pricing they can, and by us having a facility that we do large enough, we can house a great deal of material. In certain types of materials, we can buy heavy if we feel that the price is right and that we can hold that price. We take those opportunities here, and that's the way we are able to keep our pricing down. Now, for instance, in the area of shingles, we buy from our vendors, but we buy it direct from the factory. So there's no second handling of all of the shingles that go on a trailer. They load it all up at the factory and they come directly to us. And we have bought whitewood, in other words, dimensional lumbers, the 2x4s, 2x6s, header materials for windows under the 2x8s area. We have bought that truckloads. In fact, we usually get during the year from a few different vendors. We'll see their trucks a couple times a week. And after the buying show time, we have strict truckloads coming directly to us from their manufacturers because of the way we purchase. And any time you don't have to double handle that material to load it back on a truck to send it to their customers, which is us, that saves money. So many opportunities that we take to try to minimize or at least stabilize the price to the best of our ability. So those are some of the reasons how and why the Economy Garages can keep our prices as low as we do.